here we are on episode 3 of Mole Playing Games PolyBridge with me, Critical Mole, and we are going to start off with where we left off straight away yesterday. Double overpass bridge, 3 boats, 2 cars, some hydraulics, and pretty high budget with $68,000. Let's have a look, shall we? Looks like it could probably do with some tweaking. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of those, because what we can do is try and make this balanced. So if we go, say, there and into the middle, hopefully if we do that and flip, it should meet up. Yes, it does. Fantastic. This means that with any luck, once we get all the support structure in place, we should have a relatively easy time of it. So I'm going to go with steel here, and I say we go for a wood in between. That's not going to hit. Now we can do that support. Copy. Paste. 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 Okay. A few more. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, okay, so it's not quite going to work like that. So let's do it like. Okay, so that in theory should be strong enough for each of those sides. I imagine it will be. The problem is going to be the middle section, which we can go. We're going to do the whole copy and flip, and then we just have to worry about the hydraulics here going to be enough. Okay, so it looks like by default it's at the best contracting. The question is whether that's going to contract enough. Let's have a look, shall we? So, little car has no problems whatsoever. I didn't even notice any stress on that. Okay, so that's not enough for that. Okay, so let's see where these hydraulics can work. That's where I had it before, and that's not enough, and that is at the furthest distance it can go. So So, what could also work? I wonder. Right, so we need... I've got a vague idea. What happens if we just do a quick thing like that and like that? Make sure that they're all connected to the right bits, and then we do the hydraulics from there. I've got a feeling that this is going to be horribly useless, but you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained, and all that lot. Oh wow, it worked! Fantastic! I was not expecting that to work. And that seems to be a ridiculously low impact on the bridge as well. Yeah, that I think was quite successful, folks. Fantastic. Let's move on to the next one then. Okay, so we have the car, hydraulics, boat, hydraulics. Okay, so fairly standard fare. We've got limited roads, which I'm guessing is just going to go... Yeah. So, that I think is probably going to hit regardless of what we do. Can we actually... Oh right, okay. If we do that... it's still not going to be enough, is it? So if we leave it as that, and then we try and move the entire lot, which means let's put in that to make this a one supported structure. Okay, let's go like that. Actually, I'm thinking that's probably a bad idea because we've only got one rope. We've got two steel. So let's quickly carry this on. Okay, this is gonna just be to see that, okay, the entire bridge doesn't work. Okay, so... How much difference? Okay, that didn't make any difference whatsoever. that. And that's, yeah, fantastic. Okay, well, if that can make it across, the other one's definitely going to make it across. Now the question is all about the best way to lift the bridge. Now I'm thinking split there. Put that like that, with the rope going there, and then the hydraulics go like that. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. Okay, so we need the hydraulics to be... Will that work any better? Nope. Okay, what we want to do, I think, is move that to like that, and then put the hydraulics on the first one. As far back as possible, meaning more contraction. Okay, let's take that contraction down to 30%. What about 28%? Okay, so 28% isn't enough. 30%? Not enough. 32. Okay, so it's going back too far. Okay, how do we want to handle this? What happens if I bring that like that? How much of a difference does that make? Okay, so we'd need to contract it more. Let's take it back to the full 50, see what that does. It's going to be just finding the right contraction level on this, isn't it? Because basically we want to avoid it going over. We want it so the centre of gravity is still pushing away on the bridge. Okay, so that's that. Let's go up to maximum speed. Nope. I wonder if putting any sort of weight to make this a little bit heavier will do the trick. Let's have a look. Less, not more. Okay, that's not working. Let's see if... It's going to be easier if I do it from the other direction, isn't it? What I want to do is turn that back to normal, and do that, and then put the hydraulics, say, here. Lots of grindy. I wonder if this will have any sort of realistic impact. It does, in that it doesn't actually help. That's a potential fix. If I could line it up so I have ones which are directly above, I could potentially, and by the same distance, I could potentially just lift the whole thing up, but what's my budget like? I've still got 10,000 to play with, so what we want is... How many up is that? That's going to be 2? So about there. So this is trying something completely different. If we go like, oh, that's too far. Okay, so we want, is that going to be high enough? Slightly too. One and one. Okay, that needs to be a 2. That needs to be a 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yep, that looks about right. Okay, the idea is solid. The idea is indeed solid. Maybe I need to do double the hydraulics. So what we need to do is to get rid of that and that, take that back up to where it will go, and it's that one, and again one, two, yeah, it needs to be 2 higher. So that needs to be there. Okay, so what we do is we take so we're at about 2.5 meters. Okay, something didn't work there. Alright, that's because that's connected to the wrong one. That, however, isn't. Okay. Okay, so I managed to get that 3 up. How far can I get this one? Okay, I'm over budget now. 1. I just want to see if this works. Okay, it works. Now we just have to worry about the budget. Wow, this one's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Okay, so we need to get the budget down. Okay, let's see what happens if we just take out all of that to begin with. Okay, now we just need to get another $400 or so. I reckon we can get rid of that one. Okay, if this works, we're good. Well, the little car made it. That pulled up, yep, great. Okay, well that's mission accomplished. Not a great score or anything, but it's completed at least. Okay, what have we got here? $75,000 budget. Wood, steel, rope and cable. Ah, right, this is supposed to be a suspension bridge. And we get a car that's got to go through 2 points. Okay. Okay, well that's a bit of a squirmy-wormy way of doing things. Okay, I've done something wrong there. Alright, yeah, that's cable. Okay, I've kind of seemed to appear to forgotten how to do this. Ah, okay. This is going to be a messed up bridge if it works. I've got a feeling that I'm going to be doing a lot of revisions to this. Although if this works first time, I'm going to laugh. Because this is just an insane bridge. There's no way of putting it other than that. Given that this is actually going to be under budget. So let's just... Oh, okay. That just didn't work whatsoever. So... Right. Tracing tool. Let's delete that one. Clear. A little bit more reasonably. Wow, big bridges, especially when there's lots of triangles to make, they can become very difficult to talk through, because you know you're trying to get all the bridges you want to get it so it all lines up. Sometimes it's not as easy as it looks. Budget so far, which isn't bad. Was that enough to make that close enough? Yeah, fantastic. see if that's going to be enough. No. I have no idea if those cables are actually going to do anything, but you know, you never know. Okay, this is just going to go horribly wrong, I'm sure of it. Or maybe it won't. Oh wow, it worked. With quite a decent budget score as well. That must be a relatively light vehicle. Okay, well, I wonder what the next level has in store for us. And we will find out what the next level has in store for us next episode. Thanks for tuning in again, folks, and I hope you'll come back for episode 4. In the meantime, if you feel the love, hit the like button below, possibly even subscribe. And I shall see you next time. Thank you very much.